You ever feel like you're getting smashed by life? No breaks, no breath, no water. Like every day is another opponent, another barrage, another round with no bell to stop the onslaught. Yeah, that's a fight. But here's the thing. No matter how good you are, you cannot survive without a corner. In the fight game, the corner is life support. You breathe, you recover, you get your cuts checked, you hear advice that can change everything. Cue Leon Edwards, right? Knocking out Kamaru Usman. Those 60 seconds are the difference between a comeback and a collapse. But life doesn't give you a corner automatically. No one pulls you to a stool, gives you water, tells you how to fix your guard. If you don't build it yourself, you'll burn out in round 3 or round 30. Today I want to build that corner, a mental, physical, emotional corner you can return to again and again. Because it's not weakness to pause, it's strategy. It's how you keep fighting, keep adapting, keep winning.
Steel and shadow, fists fly high, breaking through limits, I reach for the sky. Martial instincts power my stride, fight principles guiding my fight.
Welcome to Fight Principles. I'm Sasha, and this one goes out to every single person who feels overwhelmed. Because let's be honest, we don't live in a world that encourages pauses. We live in a world that pushes constant hustle. Next task, next problem, next opponent. But the truth is, nobody fights 12 rounds without a stool. Nobody survives 5 rounds without water. In the corner, you come down. You hear the advice you couldn't hear with the roar of the adrenaline. You patch up damage. You realign your strategy. That is what wins fights. And that is what wins in life. I want you to think of moments where you lost a fight. Maybe even metaphorically, okay? Because you refused to take a breath. A relationship you blew up because you reacted too fast. A project you abandoned because you were burned out. A fight you kept swinging in, but your punches got weaker with every second. If you had had a corner, even for a minute, you might have made a comeback. Yeah, I remember watching a Muay Thai fight in Bangkok. First 2 rounds, one dude gets completely battered. Teep to the face even, right, which is a crazy thing in Thailand. Knees to the ribs. You could hear the air leave his lungs, basically. People thought it was over. And then he got back to his corner. His coach didn't yell, didn't panic, just calmly told him one thing. Like, the other guy's tired too. He fades in round 3. Keep the teep, keep your posture, keep going. You could see him breathe. You could see the mental wheels turn, if you will. And in round 3, he stepped out fresh-ish. His opponent was gassed because he didn't knock him out before. Wide open. So he took the fight back, teeped him into the ropes, actually stopped him. And that turnaround didn't happen in that round. It happened between the rounds. That's the moment where you can absorb, correct, and adjust. And without that, you just repeat the same mistakes until the ref steps in. We can also even draw life examples. Just think about, corporate people working 12 hours a day after day after day, without pause. No one pulls them aside to patch up their stress. No one tells them how to fix their workflow. Then they collapse. Health crisis, mental burnout, breakdown. Or think about relationship argument. It spirals because no one takes a pause. No corner moment, no chance to breathe, reset, reflect. That's a lost fight that could have been saved just with a single pause. So let's talk about how to build your own corner. And there are a few layers to it. The physical one. For example, you could take like micro breaks every 90 minutes. You could do box breathing in those micro breaks, or a day per week with no obligations at all. It's just one day, can help. Or you look into the mental layer, like journaling, for example, could help. Daily journaling before you go to bed. Reflection prompts could be what went well, what needs work, or 15-minute weekly mental rounds to check what patterns you're stuck in. What did I do this week? What did I do over and over again? Why did I do it? Or you do the emotional pause. Have safe conversations with someone that you trust. Therapy if needed. It's another coach that you could have in your corner. And check your self-talk after failure. If you make a mistake, do you beat yourself up, or are you coaching yourself forward? Or if it resonates, you could even do a spiritual pause, meditation, silence, prayers, time in nature. Your corner doesn't have to be a single ritual. It can be a system of support that waits for you whenever you're out of breath. Then you take that pause and you go into your corner. Now, for my point of view, from my personal story time, my corner are my cats, my friends, the gym, and maybe a moment of complete quiet. I used to be one of the people that refused to pause. One project after another side hustle, another class here, teaching something there, another responsibility, and it cost me. I lost my energy. I lost some passion for what I love. I even lost relationships because I was too mentally exhausted to show up with presence. But when I started to actually build my own corner, real breaks, meaningful check-ins, deep conversations with people who actually see me, that's when I became better professor, better coach, better martial artist, hopefully also a better person. So let's look into how can we apply what we just discussed. What can we learn from that, and how can we apply it in real life? So first, I'd say pause doesn't mean retreat. It's recalibration. In a fight, you sit, get water, hear the plan. In life, you will step back, you will review, you catch your breath. Like a real life application could look like this. Take a 5-minute no phone break between stressful meetings, for example. Or a single deep breath before sending that emotional text because you have to. Or literally treat your next coffee break like a corner. And then listen to the damage. In a ring, the cutman looks for damage that you can't see. In life, you gotta listen to your stress signals. Are you snapping at loved ones? Are you dreading hobbies you used to love? Are you numb? That's the damage. So patch it before it costs you the fight. Next step would be stick to one focus. Your corners don't throw 10 instructions. They give one. In life, same rule applies. If your business is struggling, fix one process first. If your relationship is strained, change one habit first. Too many changes kill momentum. And step by step. Fourth principle, reset your breathing. This is actually a literal one, okay? In fighting, they reset your breath. In life, you need to break the shallow, fast, stressed breathing patterns. Try box breathing, the famous 4-4-4-4 count. 2 deep breaths before any decision. Daily 5-minute breath breaks, for example. Breathing is very important. And the last principle, respect the ritual. Between rounds isn't optional. It's sacred. In life, your reflection time has to be protected the same way. So in the real world, it could look like you block 1 hour a week to start easy. Turn off your phone when you're taking that break. Reflect, review what you learned. Give yourself one simple instruction for next week. Just one thing you want to change. And then do it. So, as a mental rep for this week, what we could do is build your corner. Choose a space, a ritual, a schedule that could be your corner. Protect that corner. And when you get hit by life, use that corner, reflect, and then go back in. So if you're running a reflection journal, for example, you could prompt things like, what's my cutman seeing that I'm ignoring? Or where's the damage that I'm pretending doesn't exist? Because let's be honest, we all do that. What one change can I make between the rounds? If you ask those reflection questions, that's how you come back sharper, faster, stronger. Because, life's not an endless round. It's a series of rounds with breath in between. And if you don't honor the pause, you're never gonna make it to the final bell. So next time you feel overwhelmed, remember that champions win in the corner, not just in the fight. So take your stool, get your water, listen to your inner coach, then stand up and go again. I'm Sasha. Thanks for listening to Fight Principles. If this hits you, share it, talk about it, or send it to someone stuck in their own round with no pause, and make sure they get the pause they deserve. Until then, stay grounded, stay learning, and we'll talk next time. Sorry, cut.
Steel and shadow, fists fly high, breaking through limits, I reach for the sky. Martial instincts power my stride. Fight principles guiding my fight.